And we are back, continuing on with Baldur's Gate 3. Here we go. So right where we left off before, we did what we needed to do with Will right away, getting some of his story progressed. There's some other stuff for him later, but we really don't need him at this present time. So we're going to go back to camp real quick. And let's go get Gale back in the party with his new staff.
A devil and devil hunter standing shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. Rather poetic, I think.
All right. So, join me. There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
All right. Will can go. You can trade places with him.
Wonderful. Lead on, then.
Will do. All right. So, now, for our equipment. Gale is now going to get his spell sparkler. Let me look. So, because we sent this over to him. Get a little bit better armor on him for right now. Otherwise, let me refresh my mind with our inventory. lae'zel. That great axe will be better for you. And I think, inventory-wise, that is good. Okay, so let's get out of this.
Have a lot on my mind.
Let's get some rest.
And, well, in it.
Get all our spell slots and everything back filled up. Have enough camp supplies, yes.
I'm so glad I found... Wait, it's me. It's Alfira from the Grove.
Got a bit of a neck going through you. Alfira, what are you doing out here?
I'm sorry for barging in like this, but I had to come find you. You've, well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, to prove that I can be half the bard Lihala was. I want to join you, to fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped me.
I mean, are you sure? Lead a dangerous life. Just saying.
I've been running since El Terrell. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on. With you.
Well, you can stay for now. Let's see how you fare.
Really? Oh, this is wonderful. I won't let you down. I promise.
That was weird. It was Gale giving a line, but they were showing Astarion saying nothing. Here we go. Alfira doing her thing. Let's see if we can catch up on any conversations. So we'll just make our way around the camp. Start with Shadowheart real quick.
Karlach and Will seem to have put their differences aside. I thought it was going to come to blows for a moment.
All right, well, let's see. Memories are all gone. Is your tadpole playing tricks on yours?
I understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes.
Interesting. Well, what do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
Okay, well, must have thoughts on our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halsin is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
All right. And what will you do if we manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways.
Not a slight on your company, of course.
Okay, where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
All right, well, that seems personal. Not gonna pry. It's not something you want to talk about.
Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
All right. I'm not gonna ask how we're holding up, but we'll turn to other matters. And let's leave for now. Astarion, what you say, buddy?
You know, I've been thinking, and I think there's something I should tell you. Nothing big or terrible, just a small little detail about me that hasn't come up naturally. It's just that I happen to be a, what's the best way to put this? A vampire.
Well, yes, obviously. I mean, the bite marks in the neck.
Right. Well, glad we got that out the way. So, was there anything else?
How does someone become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire.
Okay. In theory.
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
Okay. Good talking to you. Garlic.
Hey, soldier.
Let's see. Well, this isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
Well, it's all it's ever been. I remember only snippets of red.
It'll come back to you. Maybe you'll recognize something we passed, or maybe we'll find out what happened to you. I get the feeling we've got a long road ahead of us. I hope we find you some answers along the way.
Quite a long road ahead of us, indeed. lae'zel.
Karlach's got the brawn of a warrior and the wiles of a survivor. Best of all, she speaks her mind plainly and fully. Show her due respect.
Okay, I'll do that. Let's see. Do have some urges to kill. Want blood, that's the dark urge thing.
Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
Okay, that went well. So you sure the creche is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
Well, that kind of wisdom's very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers Exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Okay. I think we'll leave for now. Will and Gale, I think we're pretty much all caught up with, so let's just go to sleep. And we'll do a bit of an auto-select. Get her full rest.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
Okay. That's the dark urge for you. Well, we need to attend to the body. Something must be done about it.
No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business?
Well, wonder, what curse is in your heart to kill in your sleep?
Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh, where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
All right, well, we should try to hide the body. We've got some stealth capabilities. We could bump up our strength, but I think that would just be wasting the elixir. So, let's just go for it. I mean, what do we do? Of course it'd be a success. Really? Come on.
A light and delicate girl. There should be no trouble at all to toss her into a ditch. You roll her away, further bloodying your hands as you do. In lumbering style, you have gotten away with murder.
And do we awake? We got inspired by that as well. Let's see, here's where it all took place. We've got her loot currently. Scratch. Hey, buddy. Let's pet the dog, of course. Everyone approves. Oh, pet. Oh, pet. Don't mind the blood. Pet. Okay. Give him a good pet. Alright, so from here, we should be able to go ahead and just leave camp. Get back to here. I think what we should do now is...
Oh, enough waiting.
Get
I
Long
crave
Strider
blood.
on everybody. Yep. Just come on over. There we go. And then let's also bond our axe. Excellent.
Everything is clear.
So for us, I mean, the only thing we can really do is enhance leap for anyone and ourselves, but I'm not worried about that. Shadowheart can do some other in-combat
No rest
type
for the
spells.
wicked, I see.
And Gale currently, there's not much specifically that we need to do. So
Must lug my guts through this hell.
So our buffs are good to go. Now, from here, what we need to do is essentially make our way out. Here's the point of rest down here and over this bridge, and there's a little goblin town, so to speak. Village, if you will. Alright, so we've got our travel going, and we'll come back there later. So now we just want to make our way over here. There we go.
I was wondering about your queen, Blackith. What tales of her reach us are terrifying. I suppose that's not how you would describe her.
Vlaakith is unity, fear and beauty, life and unlife. Eyes like onyx, teeth like daggers. There is none more perfect.
Yeah, let's check these crates out. I forgot to check those.
Sounds vile. I
Or I
assume
wouldn't
the
say
meaning of
forgot.
perfect was lost in
I think I
translation.
said I'd check them on the way back. Let's send these to
Something
camp.
good here.
Let's not go
I
too
hope.
far over here to trigger that fight. And those go to camp as well. Okay. So now, let's come over here. A little bit of jump for everybody. And there should be, I think it's right here, a chest.
What's that?
Let's dig that up. Let's see what we got. Thieves' tools. Enlarge to make it creature or larger or smaller to affect their weapon damage and strength. For lae'zel, that can be very helpful. But I think I will send it to Gale for him to cast instead of lae'zel using it as her own action to cast it on herself. Otherwise, not much over there. There's some business over here. Let's come over here and explore this little spot real quick. And before we go too much further, let's actually shapeshift, which is the helmet that we put on the shapeshifter one. That's what this does. It gives us the ability to shapeshift, and specifically we want to shapeshift into a drow. So I can, there we go, we got these drows. Boom. Okay, so now we've, as you can see, changed our appearance. We are a drow, which is helpful for these goblins in dealing with them. Alright, so in here, there's a scimitar that we can just add to wares. There's an oil lamp. What if we were to use it?
An ordinary lamp. Not a trace of magic on it.
See, no rubbing the lamp, no genies or anything like that. There's a curious book. Let's read it.
Wine. A reader with decadent tastes, perhaps.
And let's just send that to camp.
Oh,
And-
might be a bit of a drinking problem.
Indeed. And I'll give this to Gale, because, you know, a little storage. It can be a book. You can keep scrolls in, you know, stuff like that. Anyway. Let's keep making our way over this way. Alright. So there's all kinds of stuff to store, like, or to explore inside of these buildings and whatnot. Oh. Gale has his arcane hunger, which is why he's hunched over.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten.
Well, we do have a magical artifact you might be interested in.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Alright, let's give him a magical artifact. So he is carrying the ones that we really don't need. So for example, Ring of Color Spray. Donate.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Well, glad you're feeling better, and your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Okay, don't mention it. Glad to help.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
All right. So now, let's make ourselves known to these goblins. Now, sometimes you can usually,
You sent from Moonrise.
There we go.
Drow. Because otherwise, I'll have to cut you.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I'm not going to use that just yet. Let's see. Could try some intimidation. This is our power. I think that'll be the best one, as we do have intimidation proficiency. So we'll tell them, or you could let me pass and live to see nightfall. We'll just get a small little guidance bump. We'll go from Shadow Heart. See, what are we doing? Why even roll?
Fair enough.
All right, it gives us a nice bit of XP as well. We got a new place to travel to and from. Old Blighted Village. But there's more goblins to attend to. Right up here.
What have we got here? Oh, stop this thing!
The goblin seems unsure whether to bow to you or attack.
What do you want? Oh, I mean, what do you need?
An explanation. Tell me what you're doing with that deep gnome at once.
You are blessed, ain't ya? A true soul?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Yeah. We could try to intimidate again. We can deceive, but we don't have the extra bonus there. We could use our power, but I'm going to try to save that for another time. And we've got our bonuses, so... Well, like I said, why are we even rolling? All right.
Pardon, sir. Didn't mean to doubt you. I know my place. Well, that's that. We'll be on our way. Do as you like with the pipsqueak.
The goblins slink backwards, afraid to take their eyes off you.
I'll allow him to leave.
All right, come on, you lot. Hop it! Before he changes his mind. Nothing to eat. All right, then. Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Now the goblins, the wargs, they're running away. Basically, drow, the race in this game, there is a drow specifically these goblins are afraid of. So they think that any drow is also in a position of power. Hence why we shapeshift into a drow when we're around goblins.
Yeah.
The first thing, we gotta stop that thing, eh? Well, there's some stuff to attend to. There's a little cutscene right here.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving.
What just happened?
Nothing. The trick of the light.
Tree Light, don't you take me for a fool.
I'll take you as I find you. Now let the matter rest. Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.
Fine then. Alright, so in here, we've got a brake lever and a release brake lever. There's a funny interaction with one of them. Will be nice. Like I said, we're trying to resist our dark urge. So we're gonna hit the brake lever. I remember my first time playing, because it has, like, you know, little around it. Well, almost like apostrophes. I don't want to say it's quotation marks, but something like that. I thought it was like, it's a brake lever. Wink. Nope, it's actually a brake lever. Alright, let's come on over here. Talk to Baracus. Or Barkus. Excuse me.
Have a word.
Root.
Cut me loose!
What's in it for me?
Free me and find out!
Alright, fine.
Bagakabara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
Well, a little compensation might be nice. We helped you.
Compensation? Was that all? Well, I expected worse from the likes of you. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
Smart idea. You're a little far from home for a deep gnome.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Indeed. Very true. All right, so now we can go pick up his pack that he said we could have. Just around here again. And we've got some other things that we can look at too, so let's check out all this stuff. A little bit of water can come in handy, so I'll send that to Shadowheart or utility. Here we go. Speedy Light Feet. So when the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, they gain 3 lightning charges, and the athletics go up by 1. So myself for lae'zel, you know, it's a maybe. Even Shadowheart might be a maybe. Throwing some Alchemist Fire, I'll send that to Shadowheart as well. I'm definitely taking the arrow, the gold. Let's see. Who would need to dash? Like I said, or like we know, myself and lae'zel are definitely at range. Gale at range. Shadowheart can be, you know, close up, medium. Would she need to dash though? I don't know. So I'm gonna equip it ourselves. There we go. We can always move it around if need be. There we go. Smoke powder. Yes, we'll take that. Take the gold and send the food to camp. The smoke powder satchel is going to come in handy later on. Actually, these... Nope. We already changed those out. Alright, so from here, let's just do a quick little fast travel back over to the village. And we've got some places to do some exploration in here. So start right over here. But we need to, over here, open up the chest. Boom. I mean, again, why are we rolling? Okay. Haste Helm. Start of combat, the wearer gains momentum for 3 turns. So that can be useful. I'm trying to think, who is it going to benefit the most? Because it's useful for all of us, but it's potentially most beneficial for myself, Terry, I should say, or Gale. I'm gonna go with me. Oh, well, no, I think I'll go Gale. Alright, Gale. Get that equipped. Let's hide it, of course.
Can't give up now.
Alright, otherwise, there's some fish barrels. That'll be some nice food for the camp.
Open up.
Let's see what this barrel... Trunks and crates, and another barrel over here. They may have some stuff. Actually, this one might too. Nothing. There we go. Nothing. But that's okay. And nothing. Alright, so come on inside.
Walk in death.
Do a little bit of searching. We'll take those. And then there's Highcliffe's journal. Pupil surpasses the teacher. Basically, it's about weapons and blueprints and stuff like that. There's a masterwork weapon that we could make. Strange riders in these parts otherwise. There's a little Silunite necklace that's just for sale, I believe. I'm just going to add that to our wares. Someone's not going to like this.
Not to my taste, certainly.
See? Otherwise, let's come on in here. A bit more drink. Let's send that to camp. Nothing. Not much there. A little crate, but there is an old key. We'll take that. All kinds of drink. That's going to camp. Over here is a sleeping bugbear. We're not going to wake him up. Send that to camp. Some wares, thank you very much. Some instructions, some blueprints that are all faded, but over here,
No traps, please.
There's another key. Let's check the skeleton here. No. Get the key. Check all these crates and trunks and whatnot.
Just another crate.
That's the one I was trying to look for. Okay, nothing. All right, so now with our keys, we can open up this. No problem. And in here, there's some goodies for us to get. Trap disarm kit, gold. In some cases, there will be alchemy ingredients and whatnot. So I'm just gonna make sure we search everything. And to make it easier to see for the viewers at home, let's just light these torches as
Here
well.
goes nothing.
There we go. Nope. Check the cupboard. Gold. Otherwise, ropes and stuff. Should be another torch right there. Alright. Down the stairs. Light some more torches. Add that to our wares. That'll be decently valuable. Let's keep searching. That. And that. And that. Okay, another torch. There's a little path up here. Namely, there's a skeleton that's sitting up here. And that leads to a part that we'll come back to later. Hold on a second. Okay. Light up more torches. Open doors. More torches, of courses. Just search all the things. Any little bit of loot can help. This flail might be something for Shadowheart. You know, we'll take a look. War pick as well might be for Shadowheart. This chest is trapped, so let's disarm it. Let's disarm it. There we go. Okay. Kind of hanging there for a second. Alright, we don't even need bonuses. Like I said, boom. Why are we even rolling? Okay. So there's Highcliff's blueprints. We can read that. So this will talk about Susser bark. Can only be applied to an ordinary unmodified blade, and that's kind of the ingredient for making one of these items. Masterwork, so to speak.
Weapon blueprints that use Susser bark. Rare find. If only I knew where to find some.
Indeed. Luckily, I do, and the game will kind of guide you to it if you're in the area. Otherwise, there's a smoke powder barrel. We're going to pick that up. And we're going to send that to camp. We got another chest. Lockpick it.
Open up.
Come on up here. I'm getting caught in all the little boxes and things. Alright, lockpick. No bonus. Like I said, that's a nat 20. That's just how we do. Okay. Steel forged sword. You know, not a bad weapon. This really won't benefit any of our characters. So we're just going to add that to our wares. This infernal iron is useful later on, so that'll go to camp. And there's blacksmith's note. Red lacerations flecked with yellow dust. Source underdark? Question mark. Forging unsuccessful, will not melt or warp at standard temperature. So this is talking about what we just got. That it's not quite your normal ore or piece of metal, so to speak. Otherwise, there is this torch.
Hiding in plain sight.
There's a little cracked wall there that can be broken down and go to a place that we will go to later. It'll be one of the last things we do in Act 1, to be honest. A little sickle. Nothing there. Okay, so that takes care of this area, this little building that we're in. So let's go back to the Blighted Village. Go through here, which is going to get its own little side quest, so to speak. Little goodies. Pick up all these ingredients. Potions and whatnot. Read some stuff. Deliver specially requested plants to the cellar to keep it away from prying eyes.
It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
I don't see one.
Okay. Do this. Do a little searching. There. It's going to be, yeah, right over here behind us. Antidote. Smugwort. Pick those up. Otherwise, the wicker basket, nope. Barrel, nope. In here, may not be much in the way of loot, but let's check before we go back to where we picked up the book, looking for a cellar, all that fun stuff. Let's of course look in the mirror.
Let's have a look at myself.
Indeed. Vitality. Cures any poison or disease. Shadowheart, you can get that. As our healer. Goblin up on the roof. Bottle, and not much in here. Okay, so the cellar that we're looking for. Oh, right over here. Namely, this is it. But, real quick, there is this extracts rule of 3. That's some nice info to have. Potion of sleep. Check the cupboard. Okay. Now, through the hatch. Excellent. More artwork for our collection. Wink, wink. Otherwise, lots of alchemy ingredients to pick up. In these various, like, barrels and whatnot. All those. Over here. Potions. I'm going to divvy up those potions here at some point as well. Speaking of potions, there's another one here. House books, a water barrel that we don't really need. It's not going to suit our party needs, if you will. A little bit of garlic. More ingredients. Chest, more heals. Poison resistance. A little healer's log. Nothing to learn there. A suspicious poison. And a potion of healing recipe. Perception failed. Something to look at, potentially. Alright, now, otherwise... Over here, there's not really much, but just in case the loot gets randomized to something nice. Yeah, nope. Let's make our way over here, see if we can perceive. We can.
What's that?
A lever. Open the bookcase or bookshelves. More stuff for our art collection. And again, art collection. And then right here we should have some bone cap. Yep. More bone cap. Alright. Now, before we get into here, auto save. Let's do a little extracting of our ingredients. Let me look at something else. Do a bit of this. Send those to camp. All our potions and stuff, our arrows. I'm trying to think about potentially adding those over to our little action bar, so to speak. That can go to camp. anything else that we're missing? We'll keep the arrows for here. Let's look at dividing up our potions. So you've got 1, you've got 2, you've got 2. So let's start by giving you 1. So that leaves 30 for us. So if we go, what? 8, 8, 8. That'll leave us with 6 of our own. So that's too much. I want to keep it somewhat even. So let's just go 5 for now. Split those up. There we go. Let's see. 7. I think we can do 2 more each, maybe. Keep a good even split, like I said. Or a pretty good even split. 9 each. There we go. I was not counting my math correctly right off the bat. But that's okay. Alright. So now. There are traps and things. But this should be fine to open up. Specifically, I'm going to get Gale.
Excellent choice.
To open it.
Yes, why not?
Good. Alchemist Fire. Let's get that to lae'zel. Why not? There's the Poo Scraper, which is always fun. I'm going to send that to camp just because it's funny. There's also the Nut Buster. That goes to camp because it's funny. A shovel, a skull, or a skull called Friend. Shovel, Friend, Finder. And then, of course, Friend. Both of those will go to camp because they're funny. But there is Scroll of Summon Quasit, or Quasit. And it's permanent. We're going to cast it.
Shit-pilling toe rag! Never summon shovel, never feed shovel, now call shovel!
You recognize the tiny fiend, a Quasit.
Quasit.
Wicked creatures, often used as familiars.
Wait! You smell funny. Like fire and iron. Like a dragon.
Because we are now a draconic bloodline. I am a dragon, but don't tell anyone. We'll use his deception and charisma. And just in... I mean, if we roll a 2, we're good. Or 2 or higher, we're good. As long as we don't roll a 1. We're not, because why? Why would we?
Wow! Shovel loves dragons, big flappy bastards. But Master Illy said Shovel can't be a dragon. Prick. Teach Shovel how to be a dragon, then Shovel tells you a secret. A big secret.
Oh. Alright. Sure, just hold out your arms real wide.
Like this.
Now flap real hard.
Dragon Shovel is gonna eat your babies! Tell me wrong. Balsam good. For wounds. Oh.
And that is the, basically some answers over here for riddle and whatnot. But now, we have Shovel. There we go. Shovel can do stuff.
All is ash.
And it's permanent summons as well. So in theory, it should stick with us for a while.
All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
Now, these others are, I don't want to say trapped, but they have baddies in them who will run over and wake up the other baddies, who will run over and wake up the other baddies, who will run over. You get my point.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a dirt pile over here. anyone gonna detect it? Okay. Yep. Wooden chest. Alright. Shatter. Witch bolt. Speak with the dead. Send those to Gale. Why not? Otherwise, not much in here. I'm just gonna avoid the fight.
With haste.
Because it can turn ugly very quickly. In my experience, at least. It's not exactly a fun fight to do. There's a little bit of water in there, but that's okay. Alright, now, the mirror. Ara Silverleaf.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
Yes, I am an ally of your master's.
Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastam?
You remember stories of Zastam, a powerful lich in Thay who made deals with dark gods.
All right. Foul lich. May you die 1,000 more deaths.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment?
Well, spoke to the Quasit. It's good for wounds. Rangers can, learn that stuff. You can read a journal about it as well, so you get all kinds of, options here.
Acceptable. Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
The ones I love... Whatever spell would rid me of this worm in my head would be the one.
You seek to survive. You seek power.
Indeed.
Be welcome.
And there we go. That's how you get past the mirror. Alright. Now, another place to search for, alchemy ingredients and all that fun stuff. We're just going to make a bit of a loop-de-loop, so to speak. Over here first. There's our key. Bit of this, more ingredients. Poisons and whatnot, I'll take those. Pop the lever. Opens the wall. That's a shortcut to the entrance of this place. In case we needed to, come back through or anything like that. Alright, first, let's come over here. Some interesting stuff to read. Let's just read through it quickly. There we go, that's the one. Featherfall, I'm going to take that. Basilisk oil. Okay. Otherwise, we got research notes here. Learning about resurrections and whatnot. The skeleton has nothing. And then over here, there's a bear.
I doubt a bear this size went down without a fight.
All right. Blur, that's definitely good for Gale. Featherfall, sleep. Okay. Blur could be a good one. Like I said, for Gale. Otherwise, here, I don't think there's really much of anything. A little antidote. Take that. Little chest. Bracers of defense. You gain +2 armor or 2 armor class as long as you're not wearing armor or holding a shield. So this actually will go to Gale. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. And we're gonna get his robe back. Nope. Him. Get his robe back. And then equip these. So now he's got 18. So he's up with the higher level for AC, whereas we're still down here. Not a big deal. That's fine. Let me compare. Okay, yeah, it's still better armor is what we're wearing. That's fine. Okay.
Need to find a way forward.
Now, real quick, let's separate ourselves from the party just in case things don't work out the way we want them to. Disarm this. Boom. Easy. And then we can open this with the key. There are all kinds of traps all over the place. And in fact, let's bring the party back with us, see if they can detect that trap. This plate. So let's disarm that. Boom. All day. All day. Now we can pick up the necromancy of Thay.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
A cursed book. How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
I'll save the book for now. We're going to tuck that into our pack. There's a whole little side quest with that, and of course to open the book we need something else, which will come later. So that should do it for this particular area. So let's go back to our village. Yes, I'm still watching, yes. There is something over here, but I want to get something first before we talk to them. So, we're just gonna make our way to the actual goblin camp.
Did I play games like this in my youth?
Well, hopscotch.
Was I sweet once?
Was I sweet
Don't
once?
mind if I do.
Alright, real quick.
What's inside?
Get the beehive and then make our way over here for another little hidden chest. Take that. Alchemy ingredients, of course. Let's just do our extractions. And soon-ish, we'll actually get a dedicated alchemist, too, for creating our potions and being able to send all our ingredients to a little follower who will just sit at camp. So that'll be coming up soon-ish. Alright, there's our place to look. Scroll of Invisibility, I will take that. Fog Cloud, lae'zel, why don't you take that? Alright. Let's just keep it going. Right down here. And then just cross the bridge. Simple as that. Right into the goblin camp. See? Alright, a little autosave.
Shove out the claw! Drow coming through!
See? Another reason to shapeshift into a drow or just be a drow is you don't have to deal with the little dialogue and all that stuff that comes through when you're something other than a drow. Some goblins getting drunk over here, but that's fine. We are very close to leveling as well, so that's good. Soon, very soon. Just make our way across.
Hear my voice. Obey.
voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
Yeah, got some explaining to do first. What's that thing you have?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
Well, there must be more to it. Need you to level with me.
I am a servant of Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. I need to bring that artifact back there. No matter what. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
You worship Shah? Blimey. She and my beloved Mistra are not exactly friends.
All right. Well, personally, don't care who you worship. Excuse me. Tell me about the artifact. Or actually, no. Let's go with a bit nicer. Your faith is your own concern, not mine.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner.
Yeah. Well, in the future, I expect it to be honest. Let's leave it at that for now.
Gladly.
Alright, so now we know a bit more about the artifact. Trying to discover its secrets as well. Pile of bones, eh? Okay.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
I wonder what bard it could be.
I need a quick word.
Ah, with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Fragulous glide? I don't know this language.
Come on, you turnip!
quite so. Now, if you'll excuse me, draw Ragslin, I am draw Ragslin, Tumptuous, draw Ragslin,
You broke him!
Wait, draw Ragslin, we pray,
Come on, Pigeon, back to your cage.
Now, look what you've done.
Come on!
Of course.
The name's Gribbo, idiot!
Right, yes. More for me.
All right. Now, real quick, we got a trader here.
Welcome, your greatness. I've got some good stuff if you're looking to buy.
Let's, let's take a look. All right, first thing, we sell our wares. Free up quite a bit of space. I still need to double check Shadowheart if she can use those. Now, from here, there's gloves of archery. Gain proficiency with longbows and shortbows. In addition, your ranged weapon attacks deal an additional 2 damage. So, we could switch those out. Shadowheart is going to get those, in theory. This will actually be good for us. A better set of armor. For Terry, to be specific. Otherwise, there's the returning pike. That will be for lae'zel. So, hopefully, we've got the money for this. These gloves of archery are going to be a little lower on the list of what we need. This hide armor +2, though, that'll be nice. Alright, let's look real quick. Let's sell those. Let's do this, that, the Boots of Aid and Comfort, and Gloves of Archery. Okay, should be good.
Been a pleasure, your greatness.
Indeed. Alright, let's do some equipment changes here, shall we? First thing, let me look. Actually, we'll add that to our wares. That as well. For Shadowheart, it's basically the same, and she's not proficient with that. So let's add that to the wares. And this as well. Keeping the sword, at least as a backup. There are other throwing weapons, but just in case something happens. And you'll notice we did catch a level, but not everyone has leveled. There's a way to work with that. For the armor, though, that's going to be for us. Returning pike goes to lae'zel. Boots of Aid and Comfort go to Shadowheart for heals. Gloves of Archery will be for us. But we can switch back if we need a better sleight of hand, for example. So, we'll keep that in mind. Otherwise, these, I can go to the wares. lae'zel. This just returns when it's thrown, and it does... Goodness, watch is going crazy. Anyway, it does better starting base damage of 5 instead of 4. Doesn't go quite as high, but it does return. But we'll keep things in our back pocket, so to speak. That now, let's go back to camp, just real quick, or an easier way to do this.
Most would think us mad for wandering right into the middle of a goblin war clan. I suppose that goes to demonstrate just how desperate we are.
Anyway, journey separately for now. See you whenever you camp.
If you're sure. Though you seem to know what you're doing, I suppose.
Indeed, I'm sure.
A shame. I thought we were doing well together. Perhaps I'll see you at camp. Farewell.
All right, and then we'll do the same for Gale.
Goblins aren't known for their cleanliness, but by Mistress Mantle, this place is rotten. The fewer breaths we take here, the better.
All right, remain in camp.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Perhaps we'll travel together again later.
I'll be in the camp then, idling away the hours.
Hopefully that didn't just completely unsummon. But if it did, no big deal. All right, but then
Something's on my mind.
you get people back in your party, and that will raise their XP level to whatever
What's
yours
on your
is.
mind?
All right, join me.
With pleasure. Lead on.
See, there we go. And then we just do the same for
Light on my
Shadowheart. Apparently Shovel is somehow dead.
Something the matter?
All right, join me.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Boom. All right, real quick,
Directly.
Gale. We don't have the... Curious, though, if that's just going to stay like that. I thought we would get the permanent summon,
No.
but it is what it is. Anyway, for leveling, let's get to it. All right, so for us, we can replace a spell if we want to. Honestly, let's see. I think these for now are fine, but our feet. So the main thing I'm going to be looking for to get early on is the sharpshooter. So this will basically ranged weapon attacks with weapons you are proficient with have a -5 penalty to their attack roll, but they do deal an additional 10 damage, and we can turn it on or off. And essentially, the idea is we get, for example, Bless from Shadowheart to help negate some of that -5 penalty. That's the idea. So there's all in, lower ground, so your ranged weapon attacks do not receive penalties from high ground rules. So we can either be at the same level, we can go up higher level to gain a bit of advantage, which will help negate some of that as well. So we've got some ways to work with it, work around it. Let's accept that. All right, for lae'zel, she gained a spell, and we can place a spell and go with the feat as well. So let's look at our spells. I'm thinking magic missile. That's just a good standard go-to for that. Replacing spells, I like what we have. For the feat, we are going for Tavern Brawler. So when you make an unarmed attack, use improvised weapon, or throw something, your strength modifier is added twice to the damage and attack rolls. So here we go. We also can get a little bit of an ability point addition. So we can bring this up to 18. So for example, at 17 currently, we get +3 to our strength checks. If we bump it up to 18, that's now +4 overall. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to accept that. Now for Gale, our sorcerer. Cantrips. Let's see. The Mage Hand's not a bad one. Light will come in handy in Act 2, specifically. So let's just go Mage Hand. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, otherwise, we are looking to get believe hold person is going to be a good one, potentially for what we're going to be doing soon. If actually no, I'm thinking of the way I'm going to approach the big fight that's coming up. So I'm like, that'll be fine, but that one, this could be good. Another good one is Misty Step, of course. You just go somewhere, but we can get that from gear. So I'm going to go hold person for this. Replacing a spell, I think we're good with what we have. And then for our feet, we're going to go with our dual wielder, which may seem a little strange, but we want to dual wield staves to get more or less the bonus off of those. So you can't use 2-weapon fighting even if your weapons are light, and you gain a +1 bonus to armor class while wielding a melee weapon in each hand. So we get extra armor as well. Dual wielder. Now for Shadowheart. Oh. Hers be pretty straightforward. For a cantrip, flame, blade ward, produce flame. I mean, that was not bad as well. Light. I'm gonna grab light for a spell prep. Let's see. Poison can go. Silence. I mean, silence is good. Not bad. I think we'll go spiritual weapon for now. Just get potentially an extra attacker out on the battlefield. And for our feet, I think we'll just take an ability improvement and we will bump up wisdom, which is going to help out our overall spells and stuff like that. I think this will be the way to go. So we should be fine there. Boom. All right. Excellent. Got our level. Now we can leave camp.
That's right. Keep drinking.
Yeah, so I guess
You lot spend all your boobs up.
shovel is just done.
With magic.
Which is strange, considering I thought it was permanent. But I guess us dismissing, that's fine. That's fine. We'll work with it.
What am I to do?
Okay, just get all of these undone.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Okay, so now, before we continue forward, I'm going to make this video a little longer than usual, but I am going to get me just a small bite to eat. Before we do this, let's save over our Terry save. Alright, so I'm going to do that, get a little bit of nom-noms, and I'll be back through the magic of editing in just a second. Okay, back from that. I don't think anyone took any Innkeep's ring. But, speaking of taking something,
Dream in red.
we actually want to revert our shapeshift. That's not what I was looking for. Myself, break it. That's it. So we're going to talk to a goblin, but we don't want them to think we're a drow.
Very well.
Fresh disharmony, bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? A half-elf, thinking you rule the world.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I don't just think so. It's a fact. You're nothing but dirt beneath my feet.
Well, not us. Things are changing. We got the absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot. Or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your pretty face.
You can't be serious.
Do I need to rip your ear shells off? You heard me.
A little ring that has been noticed. All right. Well, we'll kneel down.
That's more like it.
And we're going to use our sleight of hand to kiss his foot and try to slide the ring off of his toe. We don't need bonuses, like any extra stuff. Like I said. Like I said. Boom.
As your lips touch filthy flesh, you catch a whiff of lavender. The pleasant scent gives way to the muddy taste of something you try not to identify. You carefully slide the ring off.
You enjoying that? Disgusting worm. Just remember, you're nothing here.
All right. Now, before he notices,
What was I saying? Had to talk to me. I've got to take a piss.
now we're gonna come over here, disguise this drow just real quick. Any drow will do.
Away from the merchandise.
How many did you have? 5.
All right. So, the ring we picked up is Crusher's Ring. It's movement speed plus 10, which is always nice. It's not something we necessarily need on anybody, seeing as how we're at range, but it's always good to have a little bit of extra movement. Namely, I think Gale might do well with this to get out of the way of things. Get better vantage points. We could also use it too. lae'zel can use it. Shadowheart. I mean, it's a useful ring for anybody. But let's start with Gale. And if anyone else's movement speed suffers, we can switch it around to them as well. Let's get our inventories sorted. Oh. Okay. For some reason, I didn't think it was doing it. All right. Won't let me even dismiss my summons either. This is just going to stick around, isn't it? Yep. Oh well. Now, there's some more stuff to look for, some more goodies. So let's do that. Foods. Those go to camp. That will go to camp.
Another dirt elf come to boss us around, eh? I could break your face.
Who's the dead man?
Don't matter who he was. He ain't nothing but a stain now. Just like you'll be if you don't clear off.
Alright, don't want any trouble.
Yeah, too right. So don't go starting nothing.
But there's a chest here.
With a flip of the wrist.
Boom, just roll it. Don't need it, like I said. Boom. Alright. Gold, heals, we'll take that. It's a drunken goblin hanging out pretty close to some chasm. Just saying, if you needed to know that information. Survival check. There we go. Alright. Arrow of Darkness, yes. Actually, Smoke Powder Bomb, Gold, these tools, that's all for us. Now, speaking of, we need to break us away. And we're going to send the rest of the party actually over here, because we're going to meet back up with them here in just a little bit to explore right around here. Just a touch.
Statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her.
Get everyone over there. Good. And let's just make sure the returning pike is working correctly. Good. Excellent. All right. Now, that check you don't necessarily need to do. It's just I always like to with thrown stuff that returns as a just in case. Now, I am making my special appearance in the game right here.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Boom. It's necessary. For nothing really, but I need it. Little. Oh, that's not what I want to do. We can just walk around that. Get some weave moss. There's a crude chest that we can lockpick.
The trick.
Boom. Boom. All right. Gold. Ingredients, ingredients, ingredients. Supplies. And that great axe +1, that's just going to be for the wares. We'll read the parchment. Dearest, your excellency, and most prettiest Minthara. Basically, someone who's obsessed with Minthara, who we'll see here in just a little bit. Alright, let's send that to camp. Avoid. Actually, we don't need to avoid because we can just fast travel back. And we can come up here, meet up with everyone else. A little bit of ingredients. A little potion that's down here. Maybe, maybe not. Get that in a little bit.
Let's have a look.
Some grease, Gale. You can take that. There's some traps afoot. This is where a lae'zel is going to come in handy. Let us... Oh yeah, we have enhanced sleep as well. I forgot. But I think she gets it just resets after a long rest. I don't know. Well, let me look at something
Still
for
alive.
us.
So that's progress.
Ours doesn't need to reset. Okay, since it's just ritual, let's enhance our own leap so we can avoid some
Best
traps.
be on my way.
Then, oh, lockpick.
I can crack that.
There's another trap like right around here, which is what our perception missing the check was. All right, a shield. Shadowheart, you can take that. Just come back over here. Boom. Excellent. Move back up. Then across here, got a little bit more stuff to explore for some potential loots. But arrows, and especially an arrow of many targets.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
Basically, arrow of many targets. Just like it sounds, it's going to hit all kinds of things. If I can get a good amount of those, especially later on in the game, oh, that's going to be excellent. All right. Yes. Oh. Let's throw the torch away and we can pick up all of those.
But that will fit in my pack.
That up. Now we could hop down here, potentially awakening these guys, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do a quick little fast travel. And we are looking for a potion of animal speaking to trick this next thing that we're doing.
How are we to find a druid in this
Delicious.
How many did you add? 5?
Well, now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts?
All that and more.
And you're gonna need it, mate. This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right? This is chicken chasing.
Chicken chasing? What?
Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose.
Lose.
Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been bested by the bird.
Alright, well, count me in.
Fun? Show a bit of respect, mate. This is serious business. Besides, we gotta agree stakes before we begin, don't we?
Oh, come on, let's make a real wager. 300.
Cocky, eh?
Yes.
Maybe you've got the skill to back it up. Or maybe I'm about to make a heap of coin.
Maybe.
Let's
Maybe
get
not.
a crowd going and find out, eh?
Alright.
We're starting a new game! Move your eyes!
Alright, so a new game of chicken chasing is happening. We put 300 gold on the line.
Cheers!
And we popped our potion of animal speaking.
What are you waiting for? Shimmy on the starting mark and let's get going.
Alright.
Chase! That! Shimmy!
Feather's burning! You! Help! Help!
Let's see. I'll help. Just run through the posts and you'll be free.
Free? Free! Free!
Boom.
That's the game done. Come here.
Alright. So now we're going to go collect.
Something to ask.
Collect our monies.
Well, looky here. Seems like you know your way around the course.
Hand over my winnings.
Pardon? Your what? Think you misunderstood, mate. Ain't no winnings, 'cause only a goblin can win chicken chase. Says so in the rules.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Well, since we're a drow, goblins know to keep a civil tongue in the Underdark. Granted, most of them are slaves.
The Underdark? Aye, I've had littermates disappear down there. Here, your coin. We're only a joke. Rules. A joke is all. No offense meant.
There we go. So now, let's see. Our winnings have been split up, 150, 150, 150, and then of course we got an extra 150 added to our pile as well, so we're doing good. Alright, now, as far as what else is out here, there's some paintings that we can pick up. Otherwise, I think there's a potion of speed up top, where we can't quite see at the moment. Like somewhere up here, maybe. Yeah. Grow our art collection. Otherwise, let me see. We can get up there, enhance our elite, get over there. There's the chest. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that. We don't need our whole party for this. I brought along the whole party for that leap and chest, just in case we needed lae'zel strength, namely. That's the main thing. For holding on to stuff. Over here, though, is Dragon Egg Mushroom. Steal this. Just make sure no one's looking, of course. torches, no thanks. Actually, there is a fire wine barrel over here that can be helpful for us.
Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
That's gonna go to camp. Yeah, so they're a bit on the drunken, passed out side. Okay. Just making sure we get the right side of this. Potion.
Open up.
Heavy crossbow, arcane interference, and undead slaying. Not bad. And then, of course, some things to sell. Just jump over to this other side real quick. Die. So that can go to camp. Put this up. I thought there might be a little speed potion that's over here. Maybe it's just sometimes it's the loot that spawns. That's okay. Just get over here. We'll take a little hit to our HP, but that's fine. Because we use that little healing potion. Just top ourselves up real quick. Otherwise,
This is making my head hurt.
we can just crawl on down there. Oh, wrong thing. Let's group everyone up. And now we've done pretty much everything I want to do out here. We can fight off all the goblins and stuff, but that'll be a potential later thing. Actually, hold on one second. Okay, that would be stealing that. I'd rather not do that in front of everybody. So let's get here into our actual goblin camp stronghold.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun. Oi!
Oi!
Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Alright, we'll go ahead and use it because it helps advance a little story stuff. Now here to talk to a lowly guard. Actually, we don't need bonuses. Boom.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Oh, beg pardon. You must be here to join the other true souls. Please, go right ahead.
Okay. Not ask any questions. Just go for it.
Luna, as if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
Now your usual haunt, I take it?
Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Okay.
That'll be some real fun.
So that takes care of having to talk to those goblins.
Do you hear the
Alright, so from here, we'll come back here and talk to True Soul Gut here in a little bit, but we're going to do some exploration first.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Oh, a drow. I didn't see you there. Please, if you want to have a try.
I don't try, I get results. Move aside.
Oh, of course. There's weapons in the fire if you want them. We'll leave you to it. Come, Grush. Let's go. I don't think I've got the stomach for this. want to watch that weird priest next door? Sounded like he was beating something up. Yeah, feeling
Ain't good.
What? The prisoner?
All right, let's talk to Liam here.
Please, please. Let me out. There's no reason for this.
Came for the night song. Where is it?
Somewhere underneath the temple. There's a hidden passage. But Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. Please, please. These shackles. I don't want to die.
All right, relax. Or actually, hold on. One more question. What happened to the druid?
Halsin. I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I know. Please, get me out of here.
All right. Just relax. Not gonna leave you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And we'll do a bit of sleight of hand. No bonuses needed. All day.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
All right. What does the night song do exactly?
I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Laroakan would reward us if we found it. That's all.
We heard that name earlier on in the grove. And what did the goblins want with you?
The grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please. I need to warn them.
All right. Just let him get going. This jagged spear. Oh. We'll add that to our wares. Little bit of ingredient here. A little jump as well. And I think there is one. Yeah. A skeleton we can search. Add that to our wares. Pick up the gold. And then there's a passageway to actually get out of here. But we're not leaving here currently. No, thank you. Alright, now, let's go talk to the weird priest next door.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here. Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner?
Only passing through.
Your tastes must turn to the exotic if you would stop here by choice. I was invited to discuss pain and its intricacies, but even I find these goblins crude and, well, primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, as long as the story ends in death, it's all the same to me.
Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you.
Well, trying to resist my drive to do harm, but it's very difficult.
Do not be ashamed, child. What I see in your eyes, in your soul, is only natural. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain.
Okay, how would you do that?
As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go ahead. I'm sure you're in need of a little penance.
This man is of common stock. Only the poorest of men need settle for the spectacle of their own gore.
Well, all right, why not?
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Loviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin.
Easy enough. Let me
And let us begin,
come up here.
dear one. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it.
So we can get a little bit of stuff. We can try to hold back our cries, but I'm going to try to go for some intimidation. But we can't get the bonus currently. Which we should be fine, though. Boom. Boom.
You want more? As you wish, dear one.
I'm ready.
Let me do... Oh. I was going to give us a little...
Just wonderful.
Little bonus. Let me switch over to Shadowheart real quick. Some guidance.
Onward. Ever onward.
Let's go over here. Guidance. Okay, and switch back. You look tired. Should I take over? Mm-hmm. Of course, we could get Eagle Splendor as well, but... Oh!
Wonderful. You want more? I'll give it to you.
Oh.
Still in control.
Just. That's it! Welcome the pain. Let it become part of you.
Hit me as hard as you can, or I'll return the favor. Oh, we rolled a 1. That's okay. We can use our inspiration, re-roll it. No big deal. There we go.
I hope that's a promise, dear one. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I could feel Loviatar's pleasure with every sting of my scourge. I am proud to have served you this penance.
Well, you could have hit me much harder.
You're starting to sound like the goddess herself, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Boom. So there's some inspiration for Shadowheart. We now have Leviatar's Love, which is a condition. Pain is Path of Clarity.
Ask him if you could do the penance things.
Everyone's just talking. Let's get over here. So, there is, when you have 30% hit points or less, you gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls and wisdom saving throws. So currently, since we have like the lowest amount of armor, I think it helps because we'll take a bit more damage potentially. All right, now the next thing. We need to come next door yet again. I'm not worried about the hit points, at least at this time. Gribbo.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine.
So I see. All right, actually, no. Does your bird have a name?
Pidge.
And do you have plans for this pigeon?
Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya?
Oh, just, you know, was admiring him like one of my own.
Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
So, I think best thing to try to do would be to detect thoughts. We'll get a bonus here of guidance. Gale, let's get your help on this. Didn't need a Gale, but thank you.
This Rengar better not go yapping about my pigeon. I should have turned him over to Minthara by now, but he's such a nice little pigeon.
With holding prisoners, your boss wouldn't be happy to hear that.
What? I ain't. Minthara don't give a cake what you think. Bah, just take him if you care so much. See if he'll sing for the likes of you, though. Bloody think. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Okay.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons.
Well, get yourself to safety, and quick.
I intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke?
All right, well, go to my camp. We'll talk there once we're both safe.
Smashing!
Smashing!
Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain.
Foreshadowing. All right, and he is off. And there's a little bit of foods to pick up here. So let's do that real quick. And do this. Send those to camp. Check this. Extract our ingredients. Excellent. All right. Now, that goes to a little cage area. That's for later. There's where Minthara is. And then, of course, we get Ragslin, the spiders, all of that. One other place I want to go, because I namely want to do the Kaga quest thing in the swamps before we do all of this. Let's talk to Roa real quick.
The jingle of coin, I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous.
You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
Alright, you're no normal trader, are you? Part of the Black Network.
Half right, sharp eyes. Zen is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you?
No, no problem at all. Let's see the wares. Alright, so... she has got some stuff that's not too bad. Nothing crazy, though. Little staff, quarterstaff, glaive, short bow, bloodlust. I do want to get one of those. Trying to think for maybe some arrows. I mean, fire arrows are always good. Gaining hit points. Fire arrows, like I said, always good. Not bad, not bad, not bad. But there's nothing that jumps out as I need to get it. So I'm going to pick up some of these. Let me just barter this real quick. Like 3 of those. 78. Let's balance the offer. And barter. Okay.
Pleasure.
Yeah, nothing too crazy that we need there. There is something later that she sells that may come in handy. But for here, for now, that's all I want to do. I don't want to take on the bosses real quick, the leaders of the camp. I want to go to the swamp where Kaga is, do all of that first. So, let me come back to the Blighted Village. And then we are going to start making our way down this way towards the little swampy area that you can see there. Do some stuff, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea, but we're going to save that for next time. So, before I go, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.